Well, welcome to Inside the Summit League. We are down to the final 2.5 weeks now of the basketball regular season, tight at the top in both the men's and the women's races, and we've got the full hoops rundown coming up. Coming up as well, the campus spotlight on the new video boards and a digital Hall of Fame display at Western Illinois. And might there be a spot in that Hall of Fame one day for Ashley Luke? Good story on her coming up on the significance of her camouflage shoelaces. And some indoor track and field with South Dakota and North Dakota State hosting meets over the weekend. Kyle McKelvey of the Coyotes breaking records at the Dakota Dome. Well, baseball season starts this weekend with 5 Summit League teams getting into action. Omaha is one of them, and the league's head coaches think the Mavericks are the team to beat again this year. Omaha and Oral Roberts split the 6 first-place votes in the preseason poll. Coaches could not vote for their own team in this thing, but Omaha has won the regular season the last 2 years. Even though the Mavs were not eligible for the postseason, they still have one more year before they get to play in the Summit League tournament. North Dakota State won the league tournament last year. The Bison and South Dakota State will be in the mix. They both got some good pitching coming back. South Dakota State will host the Summit League tournament again this year in mid-May in Sioux Falls. All right, back to basketball. The Fort Wayne men have made a miraculous turnaround in the last couple of weeks. They've won 5 games in a row to climb back to 6-5 now and in the middle of the pack in Summit League play. So what is the deal with the Dons right now? Here is the head coach John Kaufman after his team's win over Oral Roberts over the weekend.
Tonight, Oral Roberts, I mean, they're a really good basketball team. Toughness resonates throughout their roster, and they put you in tough spots, and they drive you, and they post you, and they offensively rebound, and they bang, and it's a physical game. And we had some different lineups, some awkward lineups out there tonight, but our guys, like, they just gritted through it. You know, we talk transitions in our program a lot, and not just a basketball offense to defense transition, but a transition from, you know, maybe a foul call or a transition from a turnover to a next play mentality. And I thought our guys executed that to a T tonight to come out with a victory. Max Landis tonight, wow, I mean, stepped up. You know, we had different lineups, guys in foul trouble. We got a term in our program, the dog, the guy that just refuses to lose. He picked up a dog jersey this week on his own, just put it on, and we wear these jerseys all day in practice. He's had 19 and 27 since he put it on. But I tell Max, I bring him out and say, Max, I need you to take some bad shots. You know, because he's that conscientious. You know, he's turning down looks, and I think finally he's getting the rhythm, and I mean, he's not taking any bad shots, but he's taking the shots he should take. Really, really impressive effort. But this was a team effort. Everybody contributed. I'm really proud of him.
Well, Max Landis is the league player of the week after those 2 big games and the wins against South Dakota State and Oral Roberts. He is averaging 16 points a game in this current 5-game streak, and Fort Wayne goes for 6 wins in a row as they play at IUPUI on Wednesday night. Well, another player tearing it up this year is Vicky McIntyre at Oral Roberts. Been talking about her a lot. She is the league player of the week for the 2nd week in a row and the 4th time already this season. She scored 33 points, grabbed 24 rebounds in a win over Omaha, and then had 26 and 17 against Denver on Saturday. And in that Denver game, she set a new school record and a new Summit League record for rebounds in a single season.
It was one of my goals coming into the season was, you know, to get these records. And well, I didn't really even think about conference records. I was more thinking about, I just want to break all the ORU single season records, you know, as far as defense goes. But I mean, I never thought I'd get to this level. I mean, I was just coming out here going to do my best, and you know, whatever came of it came of it. I feel like more of my leadership role, I mean, I lead, you know, we each have girls we connect with, you know, differently. The girls I do connect with, you know, I try to, you know, keep it in perspective and, you know, let them know that, hey, you can't take a possession off. You know, you have to play every possession like it's your last. When you get the opportunity, you need to do your best. And you know, as far as, you know, my leadership overall, I feel like it's more with what I do than rather what I say. And you know, if I, you know, make a defensive stop, or you know, I can give some energy to my team like that, I feel like it's more effective than, you know, me barking out orders all the time. We definitely feel the momentum is in our favor right now. You know, we realize that we can still have a very successful season, and you know, we're just taking it one game at a time, and we understand, you know, that each game really counts towards our overall goal and our placement in the tournament. And so I think it's anybody's game. I mean, was it last year, South Dakota knocked off #1 South Dakota State, and I mean, anything can happen. I mean, it's March, so.
Well, she and Oral Roberts should be right in the middle of it come March in a couple of weeks. McIntyre, by the way, leads the nation right now in rebounds and block shots per game. She is averaging 15.7 rebounds a game and just under 5 block shots per game for Oral Roberts. Well, another Summer League standout this season is Ashley Luke at Western Illinois. The story on her shoelaces and her support of a certain man in the military coming up next.
Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort and Dakota Land Honda. Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Health, your Heartland Chevy team dealers, and the Sioux Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Welcome back to Inside the Summit League. Ashley Luke is a junior on the Western Illinois basketball team. She leads the team in scoring and rebounding right now. She's also engaged to be married to a young man who is in the Air Force Reserves. Well, he was recently deployed and will be apart from her for several months, but she has found a way in the meantime to tie them together while he is gone.
It was early November of 2014, and Western Illinois junior forward Ashley Luke was on top of the world. Her boyfriend of 3 years, Alex Smith, proposed, and a wedding date in the summer of 2016 was set.
He probably knows me better than anybody else, better than I ever thought anyone would know me.
Only 2 months later, Ashley's life took a far different turn. As a member of the United States Air Force Reserves, Alec was deployed overseas for 90 days, and Ashley had to say goodbye to her fiancé.
I guess I'll always have that image kind of burn in my mind of him leaving. It was very sad, but I mean, we've been kind of talking about it for so long, and then it's nice to get the deployment started so that he can come back sooner. I did. I said goodbye to my best friend, and I miss him every day.
As a way to pay tribute to Alec and all the troops, Ashley decided to wear camouflage shoelaces on the basketball court. She debuted the new kicks against South Dakota. 2 days later at practice, her teammates had a surprise. All of them had camouflage laces.
Ashley had been going through a lot emotionally with Alec leaving, and she kind of wanted to do the shoelace thing to honor him, and it was really neat that one of her teammates came to us and thought it'd be cool if the whole team did it, and of course they were all on board with that to support her and to support him.
Alec knows that we support him, and this is just an awesome way to show everyone that we support our troops and we support Alec, and we're a family here all together.
It's really cool that people on the team care about him enough to be willing to wear those shoelaces. Even like some people have big ankle braces, and the shoelace knots can't be as big as they usually are, but they are willing to sacrifice for me and for him, and it's really cool to have that support.
Well, Luke had 2 more double-double games last week, nothing new for her, and here's how Western Illinois fared and the rest of the week in women's basketball. Oral Roberts started the week with a win at Omaha. Michaela Shaw with a season-high 32 for the Mavericks, but Vicky McIntyre with 33 points, 24 rebounds as the Golden Eagles get a win on the road. IUPUI picks up a road victory the same night. Nevada Markovic and Shakira Scott with 18 apiece as the Jaguars beat Denver. Paige Bradley, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists for the Pioneers. Friday night in Fargo, Brooke Lamar, 25 points, 5 assists, and Liz Keena with 10 points and 14 rebounds for the Bison. But Western Illinois gets 17 points, 19 rebounds from Ashley Luke, 18 points, 11 boards from Sophie Reichelt, and the Leathernecks win on the road as well. South Dakota, though, held the home court on Friday against Fort Wayne. Haley Seibert, 21 of her 27 points in the second half for the Mastodons. Nicole Seekamp, though, ties a season high with 10 assists. Lisa Loeffler scores 17 points on 8 of 9 shooting, and the Coyotes come out ahead by 11. One game on Saturday with Denver at Oral Roberts. Atoy Jackson, a season-high 22 for the Golden Eagles. Vicky McIntyre with 17 more rebounds, and Oral Roberts finishes off a 2-win weekend with a 21-point win at home. On Sunday, league leader South Dakota on the road at North Dakota State. Coyotes lead by 16 at halftime, but Liz Keena leads a comeback to get the Bison within 2 late in the game, but the Coyotes hang on and they win on the road 83-79. Upset of the week in Omaha, hosting Western Illinois on Sunday. 19 points, 14 rebounds for Ashley Luke. but Michaela Shaw with her second big game of the week, 25 points, 9 rebounds, and the Mavericks get their second league win of the season.
We got the ball where we wanted to offensively. Still, hitting shots is going to be the struggle going forward, but we ran things through Michaela that opened things up for us, and all in all, everybody made the extra effort to execute defensively.
And South Dakota State stays unbeaten at home in Summit League play. The Jacks beat Fort Wayne by 21 behind a career-high 21 points from sophomore center Clarissa Ober. Well, back to men's basketball when we come back. Lawrence Alexander with another outstanding performance as North Dakota State stays on top of the league standings as we head into the home stretch in the Summit.
Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort and Dakota Land Honda. Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Health, your Heartland Chevy team dealers, and the Sioux Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Now to men's basketball. Lawrence Alexander is breaking all kinds of records in his senior season at North Dakota State, and the Bison have driven through L.A. to the top of the Summit League so far this season. Here is the week in men's basketball. North Dakota State at home against Omaha on Thursday. Marcus Tyus, 21 points for the Mavericks, and Omaha's got a lead in the second half, but Paul Miller makes a late three for North Dakota State. Lawrence Alexander makes 4 free throws in the final minute, and the Bison win their 22nd game in a row at home. South Dakota State takes an 8-game win streak to Fort Wayne and sees that come to an end. DeAndre Parks with 24 for the Jackrabbits, but Steve Forbes with 23 and Max Landis with 19, and the Dons win it by 10, 4th win in a row for Fort Wayne. Huge game for Corey Bilberry for Oral Roberts on Thursday against IUPUI. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists for Bilberry as the Eagles beat the Jaguars by 10. PJ Boutte off the bench with a team-high 19 for IUPUI. South Dakota stops a 3-game slide with a win at home against Western Illinois. J.C. Fuller with 18 for Western Illinois. He's averaging 19 a game in the last 5. Trey Burnett, though, with 19 for the Coyotes, and USD wins by 14. Coyotes hit the road, though, on Sunday, come up short at Fargo. Burnett leads them again with 10 points, but USD scores a season-low 47 points in the ballgame. Lawrence Alexander sets a new NDSU record by making 8 3-pointers in the game. He ties a season high with 31 points, and the Bison win their 23rd straight game at home. North Dakota State and South Dakota State will clash on Saturday in Brookings. SDSU will be coming off a win at IUPUI. Marcellus Barksdale, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and the Jaguars beat the Jacks by 16 on the glass in this game. But SDSU gets 15 points, 8 rebounds from George Marshall, and the Jackrabbits win it by 7. Denver puts on the shooting display of the week against Omaha on Saturday. The Pioneers shoot 71% in the first half, 69% for the ballgame. Brett Olson with 19, Nate Engesser with 19, and Denver puts up his highest point total of the season in an 88-74 win. And Fort Wayne wins again. Max Landis with a season-high 27 points. Joe Reed comes off the bench with 12 points and 4 assists, and the Dons beat Oral Roberts. That is 5 wins in a row for Fort Wayne. Well, indoor track and field coming up next. A big man at South Dakota, putting out the shot better than anyone in the league. We'll check some highlights from meets in Vermilion and Fargo.
Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort and Dakota Land Honda. Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Health, your Heartland Chevy team dealers, and the Sioux Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Well, North Dakota State will host the Summit League Indoor Track and Field Championships coming up at the end of the month, starting on February 27th. The Bison got some work in over the weekend at the Thundering Herd Classic in Fargo, while USD tuned up with a home meet in Vermilion. North Dakota State's women have won 7 straight Summit League Indoor Track and Field Championships, and the Bison are picked to do it again. Lexi Boshi here for NDSU wins the pentathlon. She was 5th in the league championships last year, and she wins 2 of the 5 events here, takes the 60-meter hurdles and the high jump on her way to the pentathlon title for Lexi Boshi. Anna Benke takes 2nd in the pole vault, clears 12 feet 9.5 inches, second only to former Bison Leslie Brost, who was competing unattached. And the NDSU men going at it as well. They have hung some banners in the last couple of years. Grant Melstead is a sophomore from Fargo in the middle of the track here in the heptathlon, finishes 5th in the 60 meters. Melstead wins the long jump. He wins the pole vault, 2nd in the shot, 3rd in the 1,000 meters, and Melstead piles up enough points to win the 7-event. Brendan Skyme wins the 1,000-meter run for NDSU in a time of 2:29.50. And when we come to the end of the month, the Bison men will be chasing the Coyotes of South Dakota. USD's men are the defending indoor team champions, the Yotes, in their alumni meet on Saturday. And they win 20 events in this one. Freshman Gawain Williams wins another 60-meter race, clocks 6.81 seconds in this one. And USD's Kyle McKelvey puts out a new Dakota Dome record in the shot, 60 feet, 5 1/4 inches, over a foot further than he went last year in the league championships when he finished 2nd to teammate Cody Schneider. And the Coyotes will compete this weekend in Brookings at the SDSU Indoor Classic. When we come back, we go to Macomb in the campus spotlight. Some bright and shiny additions to the athletic aesthetic at Western Illinois.
Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort and Dakota Land Honda. Inside the Summit League on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Health, your Heartland Chevy team dealers, and the Sioux Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Welcome back. We go to Macomb for this week's Campus Spotlight. Western Illinois has been a Summit League member for 33 years, since the beginning of the league, longer than any other institution. And Western Hall has been a Leatherneck home for 50 years to athletic events, and they keep it fresh with upgrades and overhauls over the years. And for a look at the latest additions, here is a very high-ranking member of the Leatherneck Athletic Department.
Hello everyone, I'm Tommy Bell. I'm the Director of Athletics here at Western Illinois University, and we're in Western Hall with our new look of our video boards that have just been installed. We're very excited about that here at the institution. It came about in the renovation of our football stadium when we added video boards and our upgrades, but we got the portability and the opportunity to now bring in our video boards and put them here in Western Hall. So we're very excited to have them here. It's an expansion of our opportunities, our game day situations, as well as giving new academic opportunities for our students. Well, the general public is very excited because now during dead balls and timeouts, there's something going on. There's something that attracts their attention, something that really has just enhanced the game day atmosphere overall for us. And also, we get to promote a lot of things around the university. You know, activities are upcoming that people can see that are constant. So we have a great blend of being able to advance things we want in the athletic department as well as other parts of the university. We would then have these video boards in here on graduation day. So now the university, on its greatest day of the year, which is graduation day, is now they're in a situation where they can have that availability to increase that exposure to all of our whole academic area. Here's some other opportunities that we'll have availability with the portability of these video boards. We now can show movies on them for student welcome back days. When our students are here, we can have boards up and constantly have messages. We can roll things in the football stadium, but we're also thinking it would be great to have movie night, but we also could have a video game challenge as well. We have over 35 opportunities that these boards are going to be used, and they're so portable that we can even take them apart and we can just stand them up 6 together side by side and they would work. And that's how amazing this board is and the components of this technology. And lastly, the most important part is these boards are so portable, we have a chance for a rental opportunity in the summer for tours and concerts throughout the Midwest area, and it could become an income opportunity for us and develop a new income stream.
Another opportunity the video board has opened up for Western Illinois' athletic department is further strengthening its partnership with their elite corporate sponsors.
Our elite corporate sponsors is a new program for us and a great initiative for the institution. What it's allowed us to do is to create a bigger partnership with our corporate sponsors, as well as to get that co-branded identity with their product line and with the institution locally and regionally throughout the Western Illinois service region. So it has been a great step for both parties, and it's allowed us to create a bigger exposure point, and the video boards has just been a natural enhancement for both parties.
Partnering up with Neody for a video board is not the only upgrade WIU Athletics has experienced this school year. The Leathernecks also updated their Hall of Fame display in Western Hall.
Hello everyone, here's another new technology upgrade that we've added here at Western Hall. We have had our Hall of Fame for over 40 years here at the university, and as you know, with time and with inductees, if you're hanging plaques on the wall, you can run out of wall space. So we've come up with this new technology this year with a touch screen that now we can create a lot of different opportunities to house a lot of information to showcase all of our Hall of Fame inductees. The great piece is a lot of top people can come up, take their induction year, and they can move through and scroll through and see the folks that are in the different areas. And so, as you know, Rock Hansen is one of the greatest icons of this athletic department. We can then move from year to year, and we can go back and forth, and then we can go backwards, and we can get through and we can see a number of people, and we can house a lot of information. So we're very excited because this great piece of equipment was provided us through our Purple and Gold auction that just celebrated its 25th year, and we're very excited to have this type of technology now in Western.
Thank you to everyone at Western Illinois. Thanks to all of our member schools. We will see you next week on Inside the Summit League.